Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. And for all of you who are new, welcome. I'm so glad that you are joining. We are doing those in no contact and arriving to apologize. Didn't All right, so let's begin. Hey RK, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I'm just arriving. Grabbed a half coffee 'cause it's late for me. Um, I hope your evening is going well. We're doing no contact. Um, we'll do it very similar to what we did the other day. And just setting up now, getting sorted, volume down. I'm great. I just got off of work and just got here. So I'm hoping you are all good. I see you checked out a couple of my videos I had posted recently and hoping that they're working really well for you. So let's, are you interested in a no contact? We'll do a quick little energy check-in for you, or do you want me to just start with some collective ones? I can do a couple ones for the collective. If it doesn't seem, it's quite late for quite a few of you. I thought a couple of you who tend to, I figure a couple of you who tend to join me more of in earlier in the day, because my time zone is much different than most of you. I figured I would, some people would even ask that. We'll get started. Right. So sorry about my shiny face. It's late, but oh well. We'll get started. All right. And oh, what's the T? It's the T. All right. So their current feelings, your person, RK. Let's do a little energy check for you. Your person and what is there's a couple of people who would probably feel bad that they missed this, but they weren't looking for me on a Wednesday. I normally don't do them on Wednesdays, but I'm not going to be, I don't think tomorrow. I wouldn't be getting home until 8. A lot of resistance here. All right, so what I have is their current feelings. They got the Empress upside down and sorry, the Emperor upside down. And so the Emperor is regarding the divine masculine, control, authority, action. And there's not a lot of action. I'm showing here not a lot of action. Not a lot of action is happening with this person. They don't feel like moving forward and pursuing this at this time. And why is because I have the 10 of Pentacles upside down. So there's a possibility. There is an, okay, and I'm just saying this is what's coming through. 10 of Pentacles upside down and the King of Cups upside down tends to mean to me that if I'm asking why, and I'm getting the 10 of Cups upside down, and yeah, hey Chanley. So if I'm seeing the 10 of Cups upside down and I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles upside down, so this person doesn't, and what I'm getting is I'm getting that there is a commitment somewhere, where someone has a commitment regarding somebody else. So I want to look further into this a little bit because your masculine is still not finished with a commitment that they had with somebody else. They're still not finished a cycle with a karmic. Hey, Chanley. Well, I just got off work, so I just showed up. I grabbed myself a decaf coffee, some water, and here I am. Right? So nice that you're joining me. So yes, your feelings, your feelings here. I'm seeing you're getting the Five of Wands upside down in the moon. The Five of Wands upside down is, you know what? You're being okay about it all. You're being really quite okay. You're not upset. You're being pretty easygoing about this, and you're you're not sure. The moon is really, confusion and secrets and things that is mean uncertainty. So you're kind of like sitting on the fence and you're really not sure, you know, how to go about this. But their view, actually, I'll tell you, they've got they've got here, they've got here their view. Um, they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to figure themselves out. It was time for them to go within and find themselves again. They need to figure out what they want in life. They pushed away to create space because they need to figure themselves out. They have been trying to lie and gaslight you. Um, you weren't, you know, you weren't crazy. You weren't making, they were making it seem like you were not being sensible in your mindset, but they just weren't strong enough to admit it themselves because they were acting out. And they keep on acting like they don't care, but they do. They just appear to be unbothered by it all because of the situation. But that's only because, they're not there yet, where they're not seeing you as the twin flame. They're not seeing you as the spiritual love because there's resistance. And that resistance is coming through because of the fact that you're so sure, but they're not so sure. And because they're not so sure, they're questioning everything. And so they're being defensive. They're questioning everything. And it's not that anything that you think is real or not real. It has nothing to do with that. They're just not sure where you're getting the information, and that confuses them. And so, the information that you're getting of why you feel the way you do, they're not sure how to come with that conclusion. And so it confuses them. But you've hit a point. You've hit something inside of them for them to actually start questioning themselves and they're starting to question everything. So they feel that you're forcing this on them. You're there's somehow like a you're not allowing them to come to their conclusions themselves. And because you're forcing yourself upon them, they're saying, listen, I want to get into my masculine energy. I want to be able to feel like I can pursue this, that I can make the decision and be the master of this. And so by you forcing their hand in this, it makes them feel emasculated. It makes them feel that they have no control of this. And you're taking away the control, right? And this is what's making them so uncomfortable. So let's look a little further into the lessons that need to be healed for you. Sweater looks so floppy the way I did it. A lot of resistance. I'm not sure if it's your energy itself, but there's a lot of resistance. All the cards are coming out upside down. And when all the cards are coming out outside, there seems like a lot of resistance. And so there seems to be, when you want something really like a great deal, like when you really want something, you put a lot of resistance to it. So this is how I explain it. When we reach out and it's like, oh, you just want this so much. So it's kind of like when you have these adults who want to have a baby, and they'll try and try and try and try and try, and then they give up, and then they go and adopt a child, and then after they adopt a child, because they gave up trying to have a child, all of a sudden somebody gets pregnant. So this has a lot to do with what this means. Your energy, there's a lot of resistance because you're trying, you're trying, you're trying, you're trying, you're trying. Instead, I want you to pull back your energy. Hey, Marian, it's nice to see you. I want you to pull back your energy a little bit and see that you may be going too far extreme, going and trying and trying and trying and trying. And it's like, it means everything, like everything. This means everything. And it doesn't mean everything. And that's the thing. This is the thing. The universe has a law, lots of laws actually, but there's a law against this because what happens is in the laws of polarity, and then you've got, where you resonate in the collective consciousness. And so there it has a lot to do with your vibration and your ascension. You have to understand something. The universe is not trying to punish you. It's not about retribution. Locked crown is a lot to do with the laws of retribution. So if you were to be with somebody that they meant everything to you and nothing for yourself, but that they were everything to you, your soul will all go into them because your vibration would be so equal, your soul would be so equivalent. All of your soul would go into them, and then you would not, like, there would be a part of you that would like maybe even pass over or die or whatever, and our lives are immortal. And so you would be devastated if they were to pass over instead of you, right? So the mourning would be so great. But twin flames tend to mourn so greatly because of the past lives energies that tend to mirror into this current lifetime as well. And so that would seem so familiar for you, to experience that grief and that pain. And so this is the thing, twin flames will mirror whatever vibration that we're holding on to. And if you're holding on to separation, pain, um, there may be some pain that is happening that karmically you have to heal. Because when you have karmic partners that are still in involved, two people who, if they are twin flames, can't come together. They just can't. They have to resolve the karmic lessons first. And even if you resolve yours, then you just kind of have to wait for the other one to finish out theirs, because it will always, that's why they. No, Marian, I'm reading RK. So right now you're forcing, and you are taking them out of their masculine energy. And it's important for you to step into a divine feminine energy. And when you step into the divine feminine energy, which is being a magnet. So what does that mean? So, in the videos that I've been posting for meditative type, this is what they're trying to help you to do is, yes, need to get away from the resistance. We need to get back into our magnet. Instead of pushing your person away, you need to start pulling them back in. And when you start pulling them back in, that means you need to get back into a state of putting your energy back into you. And so in the some of the videos, they start getting you to relax and get yourself grounded and putting your energy back into you. Start seeing yourself as beautiful, seeing yourself as beautiful, seeing yourself as worthy, seeing, there is the rejection wound that I heal, the inner child ones that I work through. All of those are energetically can bring you two together. But you have to understand, if there are wounds that have to be healed, you'll just mirror each other's wounds until you can learn to release them. So you have to work through why you feel that you have to be in control by forcing something to happen, by you needing to go and like it's saying you're being pretty good at being chill about it, but there's still a lot of resistance energetically. So that would be very similar to a female hitting on another female who's not into women. And I know it's not uh, gender, but it's the only way for some people to understand. So it's really about energy. But let's just use gender for a way of, you know, realistically, if a woman hits on another woman and she's not into women, there's nothing you can say or do to make that person not be attracted. Like, it's just, it doesn't work that way, right? But energetically, yeah. So you understand. So if you're taking this person who is a masculine and you are holding on to that masculine energy self, look what you're doing. You're holding on to a very masculine energy. Of course, it's not going to, attracted, because you're holding on to energy that would take that. No, it has not. It's not, he doesn't like me. We're talking about energy. I'm trying to explain how the energy is work. That is called resistance. That is what's causing the resistance. Energy is energy. It's responding to energy. And right now you have energy that is responding to the resistance. Does that make sense? Yes. process what I'm trying to say. If you're holding on to a masculine energy, he is not going to be drawn into you. He's going to be like, I can't figure it out. I don't know. I just don't feel the attraction right. He's going to go off and look for someone else to fulfill that attraction. And why that happens, you should start, you should start working on pulling your energy in. Start being a magnet. So what does that mean? It means it's more than just ignoring them. So some people think, oh, I'm going to ignore them. No, it's energy. It doesn't matter what actions you do, because that's masculine. Is when the thinking about him is, when you're thinking about him, you're sending all your energy, right? So unless he's thinking about you just as much, you're going to be depleted. All your energy is going into him. So what you have to do is every single time you think of him, say, oh, look at me thinking about myself. Because remember, his energy and your energy is the same thing. So bring that energy back to you. Think about yourself. So there's a difference between limerence and twin flame. And limerence is when we think of somebody. Hey, Taj. Limerence is when we think of somebody so often that we're using it as a form of escape. And then there is an energy where we're really connected to somebody. So if somebody is really connected to you that much, I want you to take some comfort in the fact that that is a good thing when you're connected, that you can feel them, you think about them often, and you're questioning if they're doing good, or you want to love them. And so it's just really important for you to enjoy the fact that right now you're working on getting your energy in alignment. And that alignment means making sure that you are in a place where you could be able to be in a state where you're ready to have a relationship. Right now, you're both not in a situation where you can have a relation. It looks like energetically, he needs to work out some karma with another that's not over yet. And the reason is because when there is a lesson here, because I'm seeing you not working out your karma yet. Like I see you not working out your karma yet, as well as this person. Because you could be mirroring this with him. And so as long as you have this lesson outstanding, then that person would also mirror the lesson outstanding until one of you figures it out and resolves it for the other person. Not saying you're doing the work for the other person, but if you're sharing that same lesson. So I'm seeing right now that this person needs to get in his masculine energy, which means you need to hold on more to the divine feminine energy. When you get more into not a distorted energy, but get into your feminine energy, this person will get more into his masculine. And the lesson here with the karmic has a lot to do with you figuring out this lesson here with your karmic. Because I'm seeing here, your lesson has a lot to do with you're not balanced. It's too one-sided. Right now it's unrequited. I see you wanting to have this relationship, and it's one-sided. And so it seems one-sided relationship, unrequited relationship, and this is your lesson. So if this person is mirroring this energy, they can't have a relationship with you because you're not giving them the same lesson to be able to work out, because unless you're looking at the mirror right now, they have to work out this one-sided relationship too in a different way. So they're probably wanting someone that they can't have. And because you want somebody that you can't have, it's unrequited. So what we have to do is you need to really work on this lesson, be able to release it, work on healthy ways of releasing. You know that video I did with the limerence? It's a great way to release all of the energy so that you're really calling in that person in a nice, fresh state where it's not about control. It's about acceptance and being okay with however the energy flows. But acceptance is the stage that you have to get into instead of the running and chasing, because that is a stage that you will go through in this. And then when you come back out and get into acceptance, you start I always say, have a relationship with source. Be in a relationship with source. Choose source as your partner until your person shows up and asks for a commitment, because basically that's the way I look at it. Because if you allow yourself to get caught up in what they're doing or trying to energetically see if they're ready, right now you're taken. You're taken until you are able to manifest fully. Everything will be working out for you. But you just have to get yourself in a position where you know, some say source, some say God's, wherever you know this is a power outside of you that you have to line yourself up with. So you're in that relationship with source, with God, with your savior, with your almighty person. That's your relationship. And then you will be able to manifest fully, so quickly, your person. Okay, so let me see here. So if you do that, yes, Taj, you can. It's just only you and Marion right now with me. Oh, and oh my goodness. Ow, and Shan. Shan's here too. There's four of you. All right. So I'm getting here. You are going to start fresh. You're going to have freedom, which this is perfect. Of all the cards in the deck, this is the best answer you can get. You're going to have freedom, which means when there's freedom, all the possibilities will happen. Be adventurous. Don't look ahead in the future. Be open for what the universe is going to deliver. You see, you are being held back by you waiting. You are being held back and have no idea how to move forward because of the fact you are waiting for your person. And they're saying it's not that you're not supposed to wait for your person, but you are losing. You're losing yourself. So you are being shown here. These are the reasons why it's time for you to reboot. You are going to have all sorts of possibilities, but not until we hit, right? Well, this is a great energy. This is a great energy. And as you can tell, um, you're hanging out with me a lot lately, and I'm really grateful for that. and for all of you who are watching, because if you've noticed what I've been doing in all my videos and what I'm trying to educate also in my readings is how to shift the energy, not just read the energy, but how to shift the energy in a direction where you can get yourself back to being able to be in a beautiful sense of energy where you can manifest. If you can't manifest your person back that you so desire, I will show you how to manifest someone, because that's the thing. We don't want to come from a place of pain. We don't want to come from a place of having karmic situation after karmic situation, mirroring the same thing over and over again. We want to be able to have that freedom to be able to have any possibilities happening. When you are back to, we call it, so in the twin flame journey, and I've been coaching twin flames for 18 years, I so know it. So when you go and get back into, we call it at zero, where you are taking your energetic, when you have all of these things that's happening, you're pulling here, you're pulling here, and what we need to get you is back to zero, where you are at a state of taking that whole cycle. When we say the wheel of fortune, this is a whole cycle into complete. We've got to take you right back to square one again. And when we take you back to square one, that's where we can actually say it's complete. The cycle is now complete. And when we're having the cycle is now complete, you will see how you were taking on so much energetically that it's time for you to defend yourself and knowing you are worthy. You are desirable. You are so amazing. You will never even put up with anybody ever treating you less than you deserve. But right now you're not ready. But that's okay, because you are being in alignment. Get ready. Because obviously it looks like this heartbreaking pain is going to be transmuted, and you are going to rid of your codependent energy, and you will have your wish. When you do, you will have so much contentment, pleasure, whatever you want. All right? Yeah, you are worthy. One thing I will say is, and just understand this, or anybody who's listening right now, as you ascend, as you raise your vibration higher, you'll notice that options will get less and less for the type of, yes, your wish fulfilled. um Options get less and less as you are raising your vibration, becoming more self-worth, becoming more in alignment. You'll start noticing that the choices that you used to have get less and less, and that has a lot to do with, as you're doing this work, all of those people, you have no idea how many karmic lessons have ruled out so many of those people that needed the karmic lessons themselves. And so what happens is, as you're doing the work in your lessons, you don't have to live them again. And so many times I mean, some people, you think, well, can't I just have one person and have a long enduring relationship? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. But You could choose that. Absolutely. But you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that you feel no attachment, no connection. Because for you right now, to attract someone who is in alignment to stick around and give you a healthy relationship will feel too um it won't feel comfortable to you. You won't feel desire, you won't feel attraction, because there's a little bit of a shift that has to happen yet. You right now your energies are off. That's what I'm trying to explain since the start. Your energies are completely in the divine masculine's energies and not your own. It's too one-sided. You're so focused on him, you took on his energy. Who are you? Who are you? How can they find you? You don't even know who you are. All right. So Taj wants a reading. I didn't hear any more from Tan. I know that Miriam is here. Who else wants to go and check in? I know Taj is here, but I just wanted to make sure Miriam. I haven't seen all of the messages. Was Miriam? I have to look back. Did Miriam ask? I because I'm pretty sure she did. Marianne, are you still here? Chanley, you still here? Oh, there she is. All right. Do you want me to do one? Are you in no contact? Yes, Tej. I know you're here. I pretty sure that Marianne had asked earlier, and I wanted to make sure. Oh, that's kind of you, Tej. I mean, that's kind of you, Marianne. I'm only doing a few tonight. You guys have to decide. Are we flipping a coin? Right? See? All right, Miriam. Yeah, that's all right. You're here now. I won't do it as long. I really needed to have some words to share with RK, and quite a few of you can take what I said to RK and work with that as well. All right. So that the messages that I was sharing with RK is for more than just RK. All right. All right. Um, Miriam, this person bit of a workaholic. I'm seeing that they're very dedicated to the work. Um, they they're avoiding they're avoiding um they're avoiding some truths here. Um they're they are in denial. Um I'm seeing this person seeming to, instead of defending their beliefs, they just distract themselves. I'm seeing here that there's some truths that they don't want to look at. They would rather look through, if they're working hard and they're making lots of money, they don't have to look at really what's really going on. You know what I mean? Um, there seems to be some they feel powerless or victimized in some way. They just there's some challenges there for this person. And if they're succeeding at work, then it allows them to not have to look at the pink elephant in the room. Because this is what I'm getting. They don't like to look at the pink elephant in the room. All right. It's like, I don't say it. I don't say it. No, don't say it. And so that's why they love the distraction. They probably keep themselves so busy that they don't have the ability to they they keep themselves so busy with work, and it's not just keeping themselves busy, it's probably a lot that they have to be really having their head into it, because they don't really want to think about what goes on in their head when they're not busy. Um, Look a little further into so you're determined. You're determined. You're like, yeah, I'm determined. Um, I know this has been exhausting and it's probably at the very end of this, but I feel very strongly that you're I just well you said that there was some familiarity in Arcay's reading, because I see you very determined and you've been moving forward quite intensely with, like, yeah, I made up my mind, I know what I want. Thing is, as much as you may feel that it's been exhausting, it's been like you're almost ready to like cave in, but you have been leading this in masculine energy as well. Your feminine energy is quite distorted. I'm seeing that you're not trusting in the divine. I don't see you I'm seeing a lot of resistance in magnetizing this person. So so this person knows you're their person. This person has a mother wound. So I'm just going to state this. I don't know anything about you and your person, all right? But when something really good or something really bad happens, and they want to share, they they want to reach out to you. They know that you're their soulmate. They know that you two will end up being together. But their mother is a big influence on their behavior. And so they have their own challenges connecting with women energy. And so your distortion in your Empress energy is what is showing is a wound with them. Yeah. Well, what happens is the vibe that you're trying to focus on. Your person has to heal the mother wound, and the universe will conspire to do that. So what the mother wound may mirror like is that, he may seem like he may even lust after women, but not in a healthy way. May kind of, it's a distortion with women, and this is what's coming up. And this distortion and how he sees women is he sees them as some sort of he doesn't understand he's doing it, but this is something he's healing with his own mother wound. There has been something that will help his attachment, because he has a problem with attachment with women because of it. So he knows that you belong to him. I'm getting here that you're his home. You're his home. He knows it in his heart that you're his home. And it's just, it's showing that you're his favorite person when it comes to relationships. It's just that he doesn't understand what's going on, because he's just trying to heal a wound. And so it's just what's happening. So as you are trying to distract yourself and let it go, but that's the thing, you're in denial too, right? So there is a healing that's taken place. A tower moment, a tower moment is when everything has already happened. Now you're just building the pieces. You're just putting back everything together. It's like whatever was the tower, it's happened. And so now it's just like the base is being rebuilt now. It's like what you two put together before, it was too weak, it was too messed up, there was so many things going wrong. It was just like, two people can't be together no matter how much they care for each other when there is wounds that have to be healed. And this person can't heal those wounds while they're with you. It just can't happen, because right now you can't be the one he cares for and trigger him with all of these problems that he has and be able to heal. So it's like you both have to take, your own corners for a while in order to heal. I am seeing you two are twin flames. I'm seeing that. And you both see a future together. This one is a little bit more like, it looks very much like he knows. So let's look a little deeper into the lessons, okay? Ah, see your lesson. All right. Your lesson is a little different. So your lesson is, when you manifest, whether it's winning money, inheritance, unexpected money, whatever it is, when it's something, it's amazing, it's a miracle, it's too hard for you to believe it and accept it. It needs to be something you need to work hard at. You need to do the work and earn it. And that's why you both are workaholics. You feel like you don't feel right just getting a nice big paycheck with sitting around and doing nothing. It's too, you feel like, oh no, I got to earn it. Well, this is your problem. This is your lesson. You have to understand that believing that it has to be hard, but it doesn't, means you're not letting love flow naturally. You're energetically putting resistance on it, but you're putting resistance on it for a different reason. Your resistance is because you're making both of you, and your person is too, you're mirroring each other, where it's like, I'm motivated to work so much. I need something that's going to distract me from my work. So you need to be able to take me away from my work. But if they're so in denial, trying to run away from all of this, they don't know how to take a moment and see what they're actually trying to run away from. It's kind of like working overtime so much so that you can go and take a break, so you can take that vacation, but you're working yourself so hard you never have a chance to take some time off to take a vacation. Get what I mean? You don't need the vacation if you're having an easy, relaxing job. But yeah, but yes, it doesn't have to be hard. Does not have to be hard. You were destined to be with each other. You're going to support each other. You're going to be there for each other. You're going to support each other. Um, Save this video. Sometimes I, I'm just telling you, you're asking me, what do you recommend going forward? You need to save this video. You need to remember this conversation, because there are going to be times when you're going to question yourself and you're going to question all sorts of things. And so right now you need to sit back and realize you don't need validation. You need to understand that you're in denial just as much as they are. And you're looking for somebody to point it out to you, but you know they know, and they know you know. And so this is the thing. You've already had the evidence. You already know. And so this is already going to happen. You just need to let go of the resistance, and it will happen sooner than then. But right now, this person has to work out the mother wound. And that is that, like, you already knew. Like, you're already right. You're already right. You know, we can't promise you anything. The universe says that you can actually change this by resisting it and being in denial and saying, no, it's not going to happen. And you can make it not happen for a very long time. Nobody can promise you anything. And in fact, any fears that you have will happen, because we always manifest where we vibe. And if your vibration is in fear mode, it will mirror all of those fears. So listen to this, learn from it. As you evolve, you'll learn more. You'll see that we already talked about it. I have some videos that I have posted. They're all to help you in this journey. I've been coaching twin flames for a very long time. And that's why I'm creating these videos, to help you. The violet flame is really good. Even the limerence one is really good to get out of the obsession and get out of the, it's really great to get yourself in a state where you can be in a healthy place. But I will tell you, he has to work on his mother wound. And for him to do that, that's gonna take a little time. And because as long as he has a wound, a mother wound, he will project onto you things that have nothing to do with you. And in fact, some of the things that he already thought and said really have nothing to do with you. You felt like you're home to him, and that's why it's all coming up. You're home to him. Of course, it's going to bring up mother wound, because the mother wound is home. All right, so things are going to work out for you, Miriam. They really are. just focus on knowing everything will be okay. All right. Taj, we lost Shani. I think we lost Shani. I think she stopped in, said hi, and left. All right. Well, I'm glad I was able to do a read for you, Miriam. Okay. Taj, you feel unloved? I'm getting you're feeling unloved. Taj is showing feeling unloved. Do you feel unlovable? Yes. Save the video. Your person is a Taurus, but I didn't do any of the signs tonight yet. All right, Miriam. We'll see you again. All right, Taj. Yes, I know. I'm just getting your cards out, Taj. All right. So, Taj, your person is showing me the energy of saying, yo, moving on. Thank you. Next. Now, I don't see any relationship. Just saying that. Okay. So I'm seeing that the person is on his own, wishing, a lot of wishing going on. Doing a lot of wishing and doing a lot of trying to get their emotions stable. I'm seeing they are really looking, taking some time looking inside themselves. You had said your person is Taurus. And Taurus, they are someone that does a lot of self-reflection, but they're working on their stability right now. And they're making they got a couple of dreams that they like to see happen. They're trying to work on those. They're being really optimistic. I see that. They're being really optimistic. They also have some mother wounds. Yeah. So your person has a fear of intimacy, and it's because of their mother wound. So they're avoiding attachment, aren't they? So this person is showing that their behavior, they seem like okay, I'm just going to say this. They seem like everything is about sex. All they want is sex, and it's like nothing else matters. Their behavior is like, oh, they just going from they're just being everything is about sex. And that's because their mother is an influence on their behavior. And so until they're able to sort out, that pattern, they're everything is about boobs and yeah, it's just about sex right now. But they have some trouble with emotional intimacy. And so they're afraid to really actually open up. Oh, they don't care about sex. Who's they? Who's they? I don't understand who they is. Because you said, I believe so, they are avoidant and oh, they don't care. Who are we talking about? Because I'm talking about one person. Um, yes, this person is in King of Wands. King of Wands means they are bold and daring, love bomber. Love bomber meaning completely emotionally detached. This is all like playing a game. And yeah, definitely. Oh, mother wound, emotional intimacy, and they'll act like they're it's like they're playing games. They're a little bit manipulative. And let's see you. Yeah. You got a fear of commitment. I see some problems with you with relationships. Oh, look at you. You have some inner child. You might want him back, but you got a fear commitment. Makes it easy when they don't want you right now. I think if they want you, you'd be running off. You mirror each other when it comes to commitments because they have emotional intimacy, fear of intimacy, and you have a fear of commitment. So that's actually his is in the sacral and yours is in the heart. You think you don't fear commitment. I'm going to tell you right now how that works. You chase after unavailable men. And if you did have a open it up to commitment, you would be okay to get involved with somebody who actually wanted a commitment. You chase unavailable men. And that's how it shows. Yeah, you may want a serious relationship with him. You're choosing somebody who doesn't want a relationship with you. So that's how the energy goes. If you understand how energy works, you chase only, you only are ever attracted to people who don't want you. And if they want you, they don't want a relationship with you. And that is how that works. When you have a fear of commitment, it's a projection from you. Believe me, I've been doing this for a very long time. I know the energy. Doesn't matter if he has feelings for you. What does that have anything to do with this? I'm telling you, your radar is attracted to people who have a fear of commitment or avoidant attachment. You also are probably a people pleaser. There's all sorts of things that's going on with this energy. It has a lot to do with you chasing after people who are unavailable. It's a wound in you. Because I'm seeing some childhood wounds here for you. I don't understand what you're talking about. I thought he had feelings for me, but he was hiding it. So where did you come to the conclusion that that you're coming up with all of these things? I'm not predicting the future. I'm telling you what's going on right now. Are you in denial of what I'm trying to tell you? That's all right. All it matters is if I see a future with you and him. Right now, I'm halfway in reading. You're way ahead. I can't read your energy if you can't even like be present right now with what we're talking about. I'm saying this. How do you see a future with somebody if you don't want to look at your own stuff? Like everything is about, oh, everything is him. No, I see a whole bunch of stuff with him. I see a whole bunch of stuff with you. It's coming up big time. You've got childhood wounds that you got to look at. So right now, you're not going to be able to manifest a healthy relationship until you take some accountability to why you want unavailable men. You can't have a relationship with an unavailable man. If you're in a people-pleasing state and trying to have a relationship with somebody who is unavailable, that is because you're pursuing something that has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. And that's what it is, your childhood. You have some wounds here. And they have some wounds. It shows here they like to confide in you. They like to talk to you whenever anything good or bad happens. They like to share it with you. But they don't know how to be able to not be vulnerable with you. And as long as they have this mother wound, they can't commit or anything. So right now you are to learn the lessons of how you see yourself in these relationships. You are doing a lot of projecting. You're taking your own wounds and you're projecting it, and you're pushing people away by having all of these wounds that you're not being able to work through. So I'm showing here that whether or not this person is a person for you, yeah, whether or not this person is a person for you depends on a lot of you willing to be able to look. So when we have wounds, it's not simple, because some of those wounds are, you can't make wounds go away. All the work in the world is not going to make your wounds go away, but you need to be accountable for your wounds. You need to be able to address and say, hey, I'm not easy to get along with sometimes, because I tend to have some stuff going on, and I choose people who are probably going to trigger those like you're going to create a lot of stress for yourself until you realize that you're chasing someone because of the familiarity for what's going on in your past. And so I see here that you keep on wanting to look ahead because it has a lot to do with the past. You need to learn how to get present, because you're not in a state of being present right now. You are it's like it's a trauma response. That's all I can see. It's a trauma response. Um, it's hard for you to really feel safe right. It's hard for you to be okay right now with yourself. And it's kind of like you're grasping on something. But why are you waiting? Like, why are you waiting for him to do anything? Like, this is the thing I'm trying to explain to you. Why would you do that? What about you? Why are you giving him all this power? What about you? He is avoiding attachment, and he's got some mother wounds here that he has to work through. He could be 15, 20 years from now. What 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 are you going to do then? Are you going to sit and wait for him for 20 years? Because as long as you're waiting for that person to be ready, you're just sitting there watching your life pass. I'm looking at the lesson that you need to learn. And so what people don't understand is what happens is when we have a lesson, your soul needs to heal your lesson first. Uh-huh. Yes. I'm not doubting that you're not having fun. I'm just saying you're waiting for him to come when he's ready. I think that you should be understanding that it suits you very well because you don't want a commitment with anybody. And as long as he's taking his sweet old time, it can make you comfortable too. Because if you truly wanted a commitment, you would go and find somebody who wants a commitment with you too. I'm just telling you, this is what your lesson is showing. You're not choosing someone who is on the same page as you because of your childhood wound. For some reason, it's like you need to, yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. You have some wounds that may show up with the next person that you decide to like. And it may be the same repeating situation that may come up for you. Would be all of a sudden when that person, when you like them, they're gonna start pulling away and you're gonna go through that cycle again. So you just have to become a little aware of the fact that possibility that you tend to get really interested in someone when they pull away. And if that's happening, it's because of the fact you all of a sudden feel that need to fix, heal, and make it work. And this is so important to you all of a sudden. Those are usually wounds, not the actual situation. I mean, you're attractive, you're confident, self assured, you're very passionate, you're very determined. You probably attracting lots of men right now. But that's what I'm trying to say. You you need to wake up your emotions right now. You need to see that your love begins with you and how you treat yourself. And I'm not saying any of this to frustrate you. I'm just trying to say you're blocking yourself. You're blocking yourself because I'm not seeing this energy of this person having karma that they have to work out. I'm seeing you do. They have a mother wound to heal, but this is really about your energy that you have to heal. You have to have more love for yourself. You going out and doing all those things, it's because you're confident, you're feeling self-assured, you're feeling attractive, and you're feeling all of those things. But that's because you're not crazy in love with these people and you have all I know this energy so well myself. I've had this myself for so long in the past. I know this energy so well. So let's get back to the outcome here. All right. So your lesson is to not be thinking it's all about them, waiting for them, um, living your life for them. You need to start living your life for you. I see lots of shifting happening for you right now. And it seems like this is a bit of a tower moment. Feel that you have no other opportunity. And that, you know, you're feeling a little bit like you don't feel that, you know, this is going to give you the emotional satisfaction that you want. I would do this, Tej. Did you see the video that I have with the inner child healing? I think you should do that one. I think it's a really nice healing in there. And it may really beneficial for you, but I think you need I think you need to heal some disconnect with you and your inner child. Right now, this is kind of being a little stuck until you do a little self-love yourself. You can't force somebody. There is nothing in the world that can force somebody to come back to you. The laws of the universe states you can't go against somebody's free will. And so if anybody tells you that you can make somebody come back to you, work that way. Karma can separate, or resistance can you're basically, in most of these readings, it's your own selves that are separating you from the other person. Right now, you're the one who's separating from this person, or um choosing if he was to actually be begging and pleading for you to come back, you would go through it completely. You would be like, oh no, I don't know, I want him now. Right now, I am not seeing anything until you do some work on your inner child. That's what I'm saying. Right now, it's saying this is energy that you need to. All right. So I'm wrapping that one up. You can't predict a future with you and him when it's saying, no, there's work that you have to do. I can go and say there's a possibility, but it depends on what you do, really. But you're asking about a future where you're not being accountable for what's happening right now. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Yeah, watch the inner child. I want you, I know I want you to go back, do the inner child healing. I would even go back and listen to our reading a little bit. I want you to write a letter, maybe just get your emotions out. I want you to write a letter as if you're writing it to him, but don't actually send it. I want you to really process what I'm trying to say to you right now. It's not going to fix everything right now, but right now, while he is needing some time, because it's not showing that he's with anybody or liking anybody. I don't think he realizes what's going on, but it's energetically coming from you. He's just responding to your energy. So you keep on saying you're begging to have him come back to you. I'm trying to say it's your energy. That's why I can't tell you what you want to hear. All right. All right. So, Tej, let's be optimistic and say this: anything can happen. Anything can happen. But you need to really direct your energy into what can you do? What can you do? Right? It was really nice to see you all. I really enjoy spending some time with all of you. And hopefully, all of you got some information. Yeah, of course. And I'll see you this weekend, okay? I'll be here this weekend. All right. I'm going to leave you all be. All right. And there's my website. Whoops. There's my website right here for anybody who, there's more information there. There is lots of ways that we can get your energy aligned. There's the laws of the universe. There's inner child healing. I'm gonna go. Enjoy your night. You all.